The Wild Rover, a blistering journey along Britain's footpaths. Written and read by Mike Parker. The Path by Ivor Cutler. Many feet make one path. I like to walk on a footpath. I walk over the grass and turn to see if I've made a path. 2 feet, once only, is not enough. I return to the footpath to fill one of the bunch. I add my feet. I look back. What a path we made. Chapter 1. Not in my backyard. Of all the things you least want to come face to face with on an early morning dog walk, your own hypocrisy comes quite high on the list. It was the wooden finger post that caused the first twinge. Bright and shiny, brand new and leaking fresh pine sap, the arrow and the motif of the little walking man picked out in gleaming yellow paint. "A public footpath!" it screamed. But I knew that already. I'd been walking this path along the rushing river and through the fields for years. Along the way, a tributary stream funnels down a tiny valley, crossing the path at a ford overhung by my favourite oak. Moss-covered rocks huddle around the ford, each one a warm seat on which to rest and take the day's sunshine or rain. In 8 years of walking the path and pondering life at the ford, I'd only ever been disturbed once at my special place by a fellow walker, and now everyone was going to be pointed towards it. Over the next few days I walked the other paths that surround the village, each one seemingly tailor-made for any subtle difference of mood, season or weather. If I need a good stretch after too many hours slumped in front of a screen, I'll take the hill track, a steep climb up an old holloway, past thorn trees twisted into animal shapes, the guardians of the village according to some of the older residents, and up to a lofty viewpoint that never fails to give back some perspective to a foggy brain. In the autumn, I'll take the wooded path that forks off the back lane for its rusting colours and musky smells. If it's a bright morning, I'll take the short, sharp shock path up through the forestry and onto a circular hilltop track that gets blasted by early sunshine. On a summer's afternoon, I'll ramble through the riverside fields, chucking sticks into the water for the dog, and then we'll both take a dip in one of the deep pools that sparkle green in the late day's sun. But the path over the little bridge and to the magical ford is the one I'll do on any day, at any time, in any weather, for it combines exactly the right amount of wood and water, shelter and open skies, grass and rock. The new signs had materialised on every single track. Out of nowhere, little yellow men had appeared all over the village, pointing eagerly down driveways and farm tracks. Brand new zinc gates, their Travis Perkins price tag still glued on, had been rammed in too, replacing those held together only by twine, rust and local know-how. An ancient network of paths, some trodden for centuries and known to generations in intimate detail, had suddenly been thrown open to the world. I was bloody furious, and felt as if a load of complete strangers had stomped into my kitchen and was sniggering at my smalls drying over the fire. It was nothing short of violation. Even as those first feelings of outrage bubbled up in a stew of bile, I was well aware that they were laced with the even more corrosive ingredient of raging hypocrisy. For decades, I'd been sounding off about blocked footpaths and rights of way that appear on the map in crisp certainty, but which, on the ground, are nowhere to be found. I'd cursed planners and councils for their lethargy in keeping paths marked and walkable. In 2001, when the foot and mouth crisis closed every path in the land, I'd written angry articles about the lightning speed with which the no entry signs had gone up, and compared it with the years that it took to remove them again. In every corner of the country, I'd hurled my hands up in horror at getting lost during the seemingly simple task of spotting a good path on the map and attempting to follow it. I'd ranted in print, on the radio, on TV, and to anyone who would listen, that councils really should take their responsibilities more seriously, not only to the walking public, but as guardians of the hefty weight of history that had carved out such a cherished network of rights of way on our small island. But that was there, beyond, away, on someone else's patch, in places where I was a visitor,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?